Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I'm gonna just let you know now, if you are sensitive to information and you're in a position still in your life where you feel as though things are happening to you, this is not going to be the message for you. I'm just letting you know now, it's not going to be the message for you. If you are ready to evolve and put this pity party to the side, put it to rest, welcome. If you're still looking for people to feel sorry for you, this is not going to be the message or live for you. This message is sponsored with the intention of evolution and no more pity for oneself. Okay? But all are welcome. I always welcome any and all who are willing to evolve. Okay? If you are wanting a personal energy update during this live, view the information in the description box for the details as to the way to receive that personal energy update during this live. If your evolution meant your life, this is going beyond if what you were seeking as far as support, if you had it, what would you do differently? We're going much deeper than that in this message. If what it took for you to evolve meant your life, what would you do differently? Now, this is what I mean about if you are sensitive to information, this is not going to be the life for you. Because when it comes to the energy that influences one to take their own life, what that life does not recognize is you're going to be right back here to complete that lesson, okay, that you felt as though was too much for you. If your evolution meant your life, what would you do differently? The Raven's right here saying, letting you know, you would release the old and put it to rest. Because that's what you do when you're tired of something. You go ahead and get some rest. And that's the same for these situations some of y'all got going on. You saying you tired of it, but you still wide awake in these situations. You're not tired. You're not tired. Because when you're tired, and if you're tired, you put the situation to rest. Let it go. So you can do what? Revitalize yourself. So if your evolution meant your life, what would you do differently? This is going beyond you asking yourself for support. Now you're in this position of having the support. And some of you may not even see the support that you have around you because it's subtle energies, light beings that are supporting you. It's not physical beings around you supporting you right now. Some of you, and I want you to listen closely. Who you are and who you came here and what you came here to do, when you came here to do it, why and where, okay, is dependent on bringing in more life. Some of you, your evolution is so crucial to others around you and their longevity. Now, some of you may say you don't care. Let me tell you something about that I don't care situation when it comes to let's say let's say okay. So when we speak of, because for me, one's parents, siblings, cousins, those are three different categories. Three different categories. Because you can view your parents as the vessel that you were before you came here. That's your primary house. See, I'm telling y'all shit that y'all not gonna read about, but you better pay attention, because this is where that forgiveness, and when I say if your evolution depended on your life, is where I'm getting at. Release all that anger now, right now. I don't care where you are at in your life or what your parents did to you. Let me tell you something. They're a reflection of where you've been neglecting yourself. And the same goes for them too. But they have to forgive their parents. Somebody got to do it. Because if not, that means you're okay with further generations going through turmoil. And some of y'all not going to be in a position to help them as an ancestor, because you won't even reach that point. Get it together and get it together quickly. At the speed of light. That's how quick you're being asked as this message is being translated, to get it together. Doesn't matter what transpired. Because some of you went through this same lesson with your parents, because you've done this at some point along your journey of life. If you're not a new soul, well, you've done the same thing that they've done to you. And for some of you who have, you know what I'm saying, done that release and that love towards your parents, congratulations to you. Because what is that now going to do? That's going to create the butterfly effect, where something goes off within your parents that they have to forgive their parents. This is what I mean. Somebody better do it. Somebody better get that ball rolling. It is crucial for the abilities that you have, the mindset that you have, to bring it forward, not forcing it onto anything or anyone, but just being that vessel, that source of information for yourself. You know, as they say, when you know better, you do better. That's one of those cliches that hasn't really clicked for most just yet. Everybody want to talk about, not everybody, but you hear that expression about a cliche this or cliche that. Did it click for you though? Did you get the message? Any lesson that you are supposed to overcome in any age, and you choose to shortcut it, you're going to have to come back and repeat that lesson, and it's going to be more intense than the last time. I don't have to explain to you who I am, but I know what I see when we get to that other side. Enough is enough. Get whatever you have to get done here and bring more love back into your own vessel so that it radiates off of you. Playtime is done. Playtime is done. Some of y'all want to bring more life into your own life, but you still blaming other people for shit that you ain't got no business blaming them for. They just a reflection of you. If you are attracting fuckheads and dumb bitches into your life, it's because you're the same person too. There's a part of you where you being that fuckhead or that dumb bitch within you. Let's keep it real. I come from the hood. I do come from the fucking hood. Rightfully so. Because it allowed the angelic essence to thrive a lot more. Anything that you're experiencing in your life right now, just know that it's being reflected back onto you. And the reason why some of y'all can't see that because you doing too much. And it's not in alignment to what it is that you're supposed to be doing, just keeping this shit simple. Very similar to when the tides there are no tides and the water is just still. You can see your reflection. When you doing all sorts of shit and allowing all different types of energy, you got a lot of ripples going on through this water. You can't even see yourself. And we're still in the process of weeding energies off of this here platform that's not in alignment to where this energy is going. Because the same way some of y'all want to sit here and complain about what people did to you, it's the same fucking language they had towards you, which is why you in this position, which is why I tell you, don't come up in this chat putting on some bullshit about we didn't do this, we didn't do that. That's the same shit they said, which is why you're in the position you in now. There. How about that? As I said at the beginning of this message, if you are sensitive to information, you better get up on out of here. Welcome, Fatima. If you are sensitive to information because you don't want to look at yourself, you rather be in all this different type of drama. And that's another thing. Some of y'all watching some of these shows that's exploiting them, that people exploiting themselves in their drama. And this is where you learning your life from. Get it together. Because on this channel here, on this platform here, this is what you can view it as. Your ancestor speaking to you that you may be praying to and asking for information, and they've been telling you time and time again of what to do, and you don't do it because you afraid of this, or you connected to this, or you want to be this, or this person said this and this. Look here. You evolving is whether you live a life of joy and abundance or a life of misery and fucking hell. There ain't no in between. You better know. Real quick, too. I sit here and channel so much information from source that I haven't been delivering to the collective, because when it gets to this point, this is a point where your higher self, for some of you, tired of your bullshit. And that's speaking of your soul. Because you're doing the same shit everybody else used to do, blaming somebody instead of looking at yourself. When you're being deceived by something outside of you, it may not come across as you deceiving yourself the same way that person may have deceived you. But there's a part of you where there's a certain deception that you're having towards yourself as to why you encountered this particular energy into your life. So you can wake up and learn your lesson. Some of y'all too intrigued by these lessons and you ain't even getting paid for it. Go be an actor or an actress if that's the case. You got projectcasting.com. They always looking for people. If you want to sit here and act out some drama, well, you have the authority over your life to change it. It's time to stop being weak. It's time to stop being weak. Ain't no coincidence why they call it the days of the weak instead of the strong. What you gonna do this week? What you gonna do next week? Be weaker? Listen to what you're saying. It's time to bring more love into this here realm. And you can only do that by not complaining about who did what to you and what they did. Granted, some of y'all did go through some form of abuse. It's a law of karma for a reason. There's a law of karma for a reason. Some of y'all moving around as though you a whole saint out here. There's levels to it. But you ain't recognize your demon to be that saint. You want to be an angel, but you don't know the demon that's connected to you that you have power over, but they got power over you. To every angel, there's a demon, but the demon knows that they are to respect that angel, not the other way around. Not the other way around. So as a collective, Pluto going into Aquarius, get it together. And that's all I have to say. In connection to Source, the Most High, Ashe.